Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is. It's Wednesday. So it's the Bold Prediction Sports Media Podcast. As tradition, that's Mr. KC. I'm that dude with the beard, and we coming at you as tradition with more NFL action, man. Talk about certain events and stuff, everything NFL wise. And man, did we have a good weekend last weekend as far as the picks go? As far as if you watch the channel, you see, and you can comment on it if you do watch, and you can track what we said, and you can see how we always about 92% with this thing, man. We don't miss too many shots. Mr. KC, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. Another sunny little paradisey day. Getting excited for this Week 15 action. Ready for this little holiday season of games. We got a lot of teams that already got it wrapped up. So let's talk about the ones that are trying to get there.
For sure, because like you said, we got a lot of teams wrapped up. We got certain teams playing a lot of games. We got just a lot going on in the NFL, and only this time of year is when you'll see this kind of action. And really, it's the first time we've ever seen it. The NFL is really trying to get more with the times and providing more entertainment during peak entertainment hours, especially when people are at home, so to speak. So, as Mr. Casey said, we're gonna dive into to some of these bottom dwellers because you know where we are around here. You see what's going on with the hat, you see what's going on with the hoodie and the jerseys and the banners and everything. Championship City, Mr. Casey, take us on the tail, my man.
Well, to start out the week, we got the Primetime Bowl. This is two teams looking to make the playoffs. They're hoping, they're wishing, they're praying. We've got the
Man,
Rams versus the 49ers, Jeff Bezos Bowl. Who you got? Rams, 49ers.
ladies and gentlemen, I have the LA Rams winning this game because I really feel like they wanted more. They've already proved it by beating one of the quote unquote top teams in the AFC. Matt Stafford showed you as tradition. I'm still that accurate. I can still make any throw. I'm everything the Jets wanted Aaron Rodgers to be. That's why they keep me here in LA. Without a shadow of a doubt, unequivocally, I'm picking the Rams to win this game. I ain't saying that the 49ers won't put up a good game. I'm saying they won't score a few. But the Rams, they need it. They know what they got to do. They already chasing the Seahawks, so they know wild card is going to get as good as it's going to get. Maybe they going to take this win. They got to have it, Mister Casey.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was awfully surprised to see the line here with the 49ers 3-point favorites at home. That's basically Vegas telling you it's a coin flip and home field advantage is going to give the 49ers the edge. But I don't think there's a huge home field advantage here. You know, it's not a long travel from LA to San Francisco on a short week. There might be, there's definitely more 49ers fans there, but I also want to know the two things that you basically said in a quarterback matchup. I'm going to take Matthew Stafford over Brock Purdy in a health situation. I feel like the Rams are currently in a better spot than the 49ers.
They're
This
trending
just
up.
this just leans the Rams team.
I
And
didn't mean to cut you off.
35%
No,
of the
yeah,
public.
they're trending up.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. We
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Go ahead. It's too exciting. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're still only seeing 35% of the public thinking the Rams are going to win. Look, the Rams need this game. It's that simple.
And just to touch on what Mr. Casey was saying, the Rams are trending upward. They're trending upward as far as quarterback play, as far as overall health of the team. You're getting you was getting receivers back over the last few weeks and stuff. You see how the offense been picking up ever since they coming back. Uh, Puka Puka Nakua and Cooper Cup, bro. They're when healthy, they're showing that they're one of the best dynamic wide receiver threats in the NFL. I would go as far as to even say better than what Jamar Chase and T. Higgins got going on. By far better than I would say what we got going on the wide receiver. I ain't a hater. These dudes, bro, when they're both on, it's dangerous. And the Bills found out the hard way. They found out the long way. Yeah, Josh Allen could go and get 6 touchdowns, do whatever you're gonna do. Oh yeah, I'm Philip Rivers still. Philip Rivers had incredible games and lost all the time. At the end of the day, he still lost to a quarterback who's been there, done that, Super Bowl champion, and to a pair of stud receivers, dude. And the Rams, I was gonna say they need this game. The Rams want this game. They're gonna take this game because they want to go to the playoffs. Because they
Yeah,
can make some noise there, no matter what the record is. And we've talked about it all the time here, especially over the last few years. Talk about no matter what seeding the Rams is in, if they're in there, bro, I don't care who they're playing, they can beat them. They're like the better version of the Colts, and they're better than the Texans because they know how to put it all together at the same time. But they're kind of a mix between both teams. If you know what I mean, if you see what I'm trying to say, uh, it's just something about these Rams beyond, like I said, with the mature coaching they got going on, Super Bowl coaching, the best quarterback play going on right now. Well, not the best in the NFC, but top tier, at least top three right now. Probably behind Love and the boy in Detroit. Other than that, anyway, it's Ram season.
yeah, I'm right there with you. What I will say in the 49ers defense, they clearly need this game as well. The record's currently sitting at 7-6 for the Rams and 6-7 for the 49ers, but this is a desperate race for a wild card spot or potentially maybe even an outside chance at the NFC West. But uh, I don't see it. I think this it's too late in the ball game for the 49ers, and they're going to realize this season is a disappointment.
The season's gone, and you put all your basket in Purdy. Now you're gonna finally reevaluate the quarterback spot and a couple other positions, and then you got to see what you're gonna do about the money because you done paid checks. Got a few more due. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, and you might roll the dice on a little plug and play system you got going on there.
You might want to trade a certain Bosa over to Kansas City. You've known to do trades in between each other all the time. Iron sharpen iron. Just go ahead and trade us a certain Bosa. That's all I'm gonna say. Bring him to the West with his brother. Let's see who's really the better Bosa. Oh, Ohio State.
Um,
What we got next, Mr. Casey?
I can't believe we're looking at this. This is. I had to take a double take when I was looking at the next game. This is a wild one. This is a wild one for me. Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers.
Man, is it crazy if I want to take Carolina in this game?
Carolina's favored.
Oh Lord, I'm just go with it. I'm going with Carolina because the Cowboys are done. Like they haven't done anything to show me that they're not done. They're finished. I'm going with the Panthers. I'm doing it. It's like, okay, he has a
So is
point.
that,
Yeah, I see it.
so is everybody else. 71%. 71% also believes in the Carolina Panthers.
Are they at
Look,
home?
I
They're in Dallas. I think
no,
they're in Dallas, ladies and gentlemen.
no, it's in
Okay.
Carolina.
Oh, okay. Oh well, yeah. I'm going with the Panthers. Why not? They're playing the Cowboys. Yeah, I gotta go with the Panthers. Who you got, Mr. KC?
Go with the Panthers. This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't. I'm gonna put an
Oh
asterisk by
god.
this. I might have to bet it differently, just because no one's believing in the Cowboys. I want to see what the line looks like Sunday morning on that one.
Yeah, we take a look. It ain't looking good, but we'll see what happens for sure. It's good night. You want to talk about a team at the end of their rope?
You can't lose to the Panthers. Jerry, Jerry, you can't
Yeah,
lose to
they
the
can.
Panthers.
Oh, they can.
You're
They
going
will.
to. But you,
President, they will. Mm-mm-mm.
all right, we got a better game on the list. This is talk about desperation game. We got a desperation one. Little hope and a prayer. Little, can we get it done?
A little
Little
wide
Dolph,
open.
little Dolphins versus Texans in
Oh
Houston.
man, Texans. No way, because they got to make sure they secure the South, and they're just better than Miami. So I'm Texans all the way.
I'm going Fins for the win.
I
The,
know it, and the world knew it.
all the defense has to do is learn how to tackle. If the Dolphins can magically learn how to tackle, they will
Uh,
beat the Houston Texans. Only 3-point favorites at home, by the way, which is telling you Vegas even thinks this might be a lot closer than what you and 68% of the public believes. You know, this
you
is
want to know
home
why?
ice over here.
You want to
This
know
is
why?
good.
Because there's a
This
lot of money to get out there, out of Miami, and you lead a dog with a bone like this, and they bet Miami, and then the Texans go ahead and cut another steak at dinner.
the Texans the Texans are favored to win, but
They need to. It's about playoff seeding at this point.
no, they don't need it. They don't need it.
Yeah,
They
they
don't need it
do.
like the Dolphins do.
Yeah, they do. The Dolphins are done. They're not gonna make the playoffs.
Who's
They need to
gonna
hope
Who's messing with the Texans in the South?
nobody, but they need them for their own personal gain, for their own personal playoff seeding. Because the way Baltimore and them playing, and then the way the only thing, two things that's probably like that they battling to see where they're gonna end up either third or fourth at this point.
Hmm.
So they battling for position. They want a home game for sure. A division win almost locked that up, but you got to have a good record behind that too. And you just can't keep losing games, especially because Mr. KC wants you to, just so the Dolphins get close and still not make it. It don't even
Look,
make sense.
they got they got a 2-game lead on the Colts for the South. Like they can afford to lose this game to the
No, they
Dolphins.
can't. They can't because they want to be either third or fourth. They want a guaranteed home game. That's the only thing they're thinking about now. Playoff home game.
Yeah, they got that. They got that in the bag. They got that in the bag. You win the
Maybe
division, get a home game.
not if they keep dropping games.
No,
because
the
because
Colts
Mr.
ain't catching
KC
up.
want to close some this proverbial gap. Mm-mm. They need this dub. They gotta have it. You can go
All
Fins
right,
for the
let's
win.
talk
That's
about
cool.
let's talk about this next game. It doesn't have any. There's no juice on this one. There's no
Mm.
nothing to get out of this game. We have the Jets versus the Jaguars.
I'm going with the Jags, and this is exactly why Texas need to win because the Jags is gonna start. They gonna add another win, get a little bit more scary, get close to the Colts. At the end of the
What I
season, maybe they rip off all wins. Who knows?
what I don't understand is Vegas has the Jets favored again by 3.5 points. The public is also 86% on the Jets. We told y'all weeks ago. We told you when Mike Evans got traded. The flag has been thrown. Like they're done. They're done. Oh, hey, we got a comment. Hey, shout out
What's
Enigma.
going on, Enigma?
Hope you're doing good. But yeah, this is a pointless. The Jets have been done. Give me the Jags. They're going to get the upset win. They're going to start winning when they lose Trevor Lawrence and have nothing else going on for them and don't need a win. This is exactly when the Jags start winning. And the Jets know
Man,
they need to lose. They'd rather lose.
man, what do you think, chat? Make sure you throw your comments in and let us know what you think too. Cause I'm right there, Miss Casey. The Jets are done. I told you they was done week one when Aaron Rodgers gave up on the drive and Tyrod Taylor drove them all the way down the field and scored. I knew then they was done.
Yeah.
Like this is Aaron Rodgers talking about. He got a whole little documentary coming out on tomorrow. Oh yeah, this is me getting ready for football again and blah blah blah. Getting ready to do what? Shit it up again? You out there back in the wilderness, ayahuasca bells ringing, sniffing in incense, bro. I've never met a dude he's on Deshaun Watson level of fleecing. I mean, at least he plays. But is the play even worth it? Because he's not doing shit. So I mean, I guess at least he's still showing up. You know, he packed the seats out there in wherever the fucking Jets play, wherever Podunk, Poor Town that is. Mark Sanchez ridden and Chad Pennington esque. Dude, he's worse than Chad Pennington as a Jets quarterback, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Matt Sanchez had a better Jets career than Aaron Rodgers, even Brett Favre.
Yeah. I mean, the only person that might have had a worse one is Gino.
Man, and that was purely a coaching situation.
Yeah, right. Like,
Man, because that shit was just terrible. But they was too far gone by then.
yeah, but it's similar results. It's not like it was. I don't think it was any different. I don't remember Geno Smith's Jets career very well.
Wasn't nothing to remember.
Yeah, let's see. Enigma's got a comment here.
Just
Mr.
already.
Machine.
I'm trying to tell you since game one. Exactly. Thank you, Enigma. That's what I'm saying, bro. Aaron Rodgers gave up week one. It was done. We've all seen it. And anyway, I've exhausted words for Aaron Rodgers, for the Cincinnati Bengals, and for who's the other Jimmy Jams, and for the people who didn't believe that Pittsburgh was going to win the North, like I've been saying. I'm exasperated for words. If I ain't nailed shit on the head, just go back at the records and tell me when. But anyway, Mr. KC, what we got next?
I got one that I've got a challenge for you.
Hmm.
What possibility do you think you're going to take a 16-point spread and feel comfortable? Ravens versus Giants.
Ah, no, not even the Ravens, because they the way they've been playing. Well, maybe this is the game to do it. I guess if you got to do it, but I 16. You said
16.
I'm about 13% on that.
I mean, I feel like 13 is a very generous spread. I
That's
might. My problem is the money line is a minus 1400.
it
So
is crazy.
they're literally refusing to take the Ravens money line bet. Like no one wants to give. Like everybody knows the Ravens are going to win this game. 16 points actually feels possible. Like I could see them winning by 16. I think
Most
I
people
just I think
lose.
I'll just go ahead and find 6.5. It's gonna be bad money. It's probably gonna be like minus 700
What's
for
the
a
money line? What's the money line for the other team?
what the money line is minus 1400.
No, I said for the other team.
Oh, you get a plus 775 for the Giants. They'll give you 7 times your money if you pick the Giants. There's no don't do it. Don't
The
do it.
Ra-
Let's
the Ravens have been shit in the bed.
they're not
Ooh.
this way. Not this one. This is a get right game. This is a better than a buy game. This is a. I can't believe we don't. We barely have to travel. We could drive to this stadium and whoop their ass.
We barely have to travel, right?
Like how far is
Yeah, no, I'm taking the
Baltimore
Ravens.
from New
That's
Jersey?
crazy. I'm
Like
definitely taking the Ravens though.
they're gonna take a train and whoop their ass and go home
I just need to know how many times I need to pick Lamar to score. Mm,
twice.
yeah, at
I, I,
least.
I feel like I don't know though. He might not even have to do the work. I don't even know if he's doing nothing. If we
Oh
get
man,
a
you think it's a running back show? It's all Henry now.
does the passing count? The passing count for his touchdown
Yeah.
too?
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Passing and rushing. You can do a parlay for both. It's the combo. If he scores two touchdowns, either by running or throwing, as long as he get two.
man, I'd almost toss in a Derrick Henry and feel good.
Right, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, we're gonna see. Ooh, that thing gonna be nasty.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy. I'm looking up the how far of a drive this is for them. 3 hour drive. Oh yeah, light work,
Oh, that's a
light
little bit
work.
outside of Columbia, right? We
Yeah,
we almost in St. Louis. We in Wentzville, getting one
right.
catch.
Jeez,
Oh
Louise.
God.
I can handle that
Mm.
one. Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, yeah, that's an easy drive. I'll be back to the crib tonight. We drive our own car. I ain't even taking the team bus.
I might not even go home tonight. Look, this is my city now. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to New York afterwards when I actually go to the city.
Man,
So
oh
look,
God.
next game on the list, we got the Bengals versus the Titans.
uh, reluctantly, I'm gonna take the Bengals. Just because I don't know if the Titans can win any kind of games until they actually just do it. So go ahead and give me the Bengals, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that one. I like it's a 5 point spread. That feels kind of comfortable too. 86% of the public is betting Cincinnati. You have an
Mm,
over under of 47, which feels about right. I like that number.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I like that 250 money line. It's kind of light, but light money, but it's there.
yeah. It shouldn't take. It's not gonna take a lot to beat the main Titans. So
Well, let's talk about the game we want to talk about. Let's
all
talk
right.
about the matchup that everybody wants to. Well, not everybody. Everybody already knows. They're gonna blame the refs, but we already know going into this game, it's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cleveland Browns. Only a 4 point spread.
Which is okay because we win tight ones. We will take a tight one, and it don't matter to me who it is because my thing is we can beat you by a lot or we can beat you by a little, but the result's the same. We beat you.
Yeah, I'm right
So
there with you.
so if anybody's taking the Browns, they're in Cleveland and maybe the surrounding areas, but there's no way the Browns are gonna beat them. It's a revenge game for Kareem Hunt.
Mm.
Kind of. He gonna be like, yeah, I'm back to where I should have been, and y'all wasn't giving me the time I needed. He gonna trash them. Isaiah Pacheco, is he from Cleveland? No, where's he from? No, he's from New Jersey. That's right.
New
His
Jersey.
game is yeah. He's our Jack Killer. I forgot. Then you got Kelsey. Like I said, Kelsey should have a big game against the Browns. He usually do. He's showing what Cleveland been missing. So yeah, Skin City all day.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah, I like it. Look, Cleveland's got a feisty team with famous Jameis Winston. Maybe McDuffie gets his first interception today.
I'm
Like,
hoping, man, because I've been looking and waiting and praying.
it don't make
He
no
get the
sense.
first one. Like, I mean, how you all pro? You ain't got one pick yet. You gotta you need one at
In the
least.
whole
Goddamn,
career, in your whole
man.
life, it's not. We ain't talking all the season, folks. We're just talking like one time in your NFL career, take the ball from the other team. Can we try
And you see
that?
what's going on with our cornerback room. We done had to bring Stevie Nelson back, which is crazy. I mean, semi
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy, because he always used to be a holding liability. he get a few picks, he get a few cover, but the same concerns always with certain players, man. And you think you worry about his size too. So we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens under Spagnuolo. This is under Bob Sutton, so we'll see what happens under
Yeah,
a proper coordinator.
we could see a different outcome here. All right, another landslide here. Surprised the odds aren't a little higher. We've got the Commanders versus the Saints.
Hey, what do you think? Probably not higher words than that right now for the Commanders because obviously they're winning, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a 7.5 point spread and minus 375 on the money line.
Are the Commanders at home?
No, it's in New Orleans.
Oh,
No Derek
that
Carr.
is kind of crazy.
Derek Carr's back out. Taysom Hill's done for the season.
Oh well, yeah, it's rap season. I'm going with Jaden. I was gonna go with him anyway. Uh, it should be that's a tune-up game, man.
Yeah,
Getting ready for the playoffs.
yeah, they'll take them to 9-5. Nice little comfortable getting
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that'll
Next on
do
the
it.
list, we got a fireworks matchup at 425. A banger of a game. I'm kind
Who
of
we got?
surprised. Let's see the spread this high. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh, this is a good game here, and whew, Pittsburgh Eagles. I'm about to go with the Eagles in this game. I
Mm,
think, and this is coming from me. And I had the Pittsburgh winning. They've almost won as many games as I said they would. I had them pegged for how many? I had to go back and look at my notes. I had them down for at least I want to say 13 or 14 wins. They're not too far off. Oh, the Eagles. Oh, Pittsburgh. No, man, I'm going with the Steelers, man. I gotta do it. It's
I was
Pittsburgh.
surprised. I was going
It's
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh.
I was going Pittsburgh. I was waiting.
Yeah.
I was actually just like kind of blown away. It always surprises me when I pick Pittsburgh and you don't. Like it always makes me kind of slightly nervous. Look, Pittsburgh, they've got this as a 5.5 point spread. Only 22% of the public believes in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has the defense to slow down this running team of the Eagles. I,
Hmm.
I believe it. I just truly do. Like I think they can slow them down. They got just enough on offense to get it done. This is a banger of a game, though. Don't get him mistaken. This, if I might take the point spread just to feel a little safe and call it good.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It should be a hell of a game though, man. I think it'd be it'd be some fireworks for sure. Because the Eagles, they shown that they know how to play football again, but they're getting around to it. The running game's phenomenal. But these Steelers, man, they something else.
Yeah, Enigma is also going to go with the Steelers. He said that it's going to be a battle, but I think the Steelers going to take it. Yeah, that might be the game of the week so far. Really, that
Yes,
might be
definitely.
the one we all want to see.
Yeah, for sure. It's
It's
definitely one on my wish
425 too,
list.
so yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah, well, yeah.
425. There's no other 425 games I think I want to watch. I don't think.
No.
Next game on the list is a little freebie. We've got the New England Patriots going to the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there you go, cards. We'll get you another little win on the season. Pad your stats a little bit. Look a little better.
Yeah, basically that's a great way to say it. Look, it's I feel like we're just a smidge short of making the playoffs. It's unfortunate, Arizona. Like we got a good season though. Good good upswing for next year. Maybe next year we'll start a little bandwagon.
Yeah. No, a little bit of bigger one. Shout out to still Marvin Harrison and everything I try to do out there. Just got to make a few more moves.
Yeah, just somewhere like one or two or 12. They're probably about tell y'all about 12 moves from a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Next game on the list. This one's actually a pretty exciting one, and I'm surprised we got a dog here. We got the Buccaneers versus the Chargers.
Oh, really? They got the Bucks as the dog in that?
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. We get a little doggish over here. The
Well,
Buccaneers on the road in LA.
I'm going with the Buccaneers. Uh, I think the Chargers will still make the playoffs, but probably as the sixth or seventh seed. Um, right now, they just got too much to lose for them to win, and it's as traditionally in LA or San Diego, wherever they want to be, they drop games that they need to win, and this should be another one.
Yeah, and this is a must-win game for the Buccaneers. They're fighting for that AFC South seed. There is no wild card of real hopes for the Buccaneers. I don't think. Your
Right.
hope in the NFC is the only way you're getting in is if you win the division, and they're chasing the Falcons. And this is the game where they can take the lead.
Yeah, especially if you think you're gonna get into the offs. This is gonna be securing one more step toward that victory.
Oh, excuse me, they are in the lead. They need to continue to win to get it.
Oh well, there it is. Then that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see because the Falcons have been giving up the ghost. Maybe it's time for the rookie. I don't know.
Could be. It is going to be about that time. I'd like to see it.
Let them shock the world.
Yeah, because I think people forgot about him. I
Yeah,
think people forgot all about the young, and he's another one. Look, I was high on Jaden Daniels, and I was high on Penix too. So
right,
we'll see.
right. We definitely will. We'll see what Atlanta does, man. And I'll be down there. I'll check the temperature among the locals to see what's going on.
Next game on the list. This is a banger of a matchup: Bills versus Lions. Can the Lions do Chiefs fans a favor?
By losing again? Oh, you said can the Lions do a Chiefs fan affair? I don't know why I thought I heard you say Bills. But yeah, the Lions will do the Chiefs fan a favor. Because, like I said, the Bills ain't got it. The Philip Rivers skid begins now. Remember we talked about it a week ago. Why I did? I said I just don't know when the skid's gonna happen, but they're gonna lose a collective series of games, and this is where it starts. L.A. opened the door, and Detroit how they are in nature. It's cold in the D. They out here. They about to go ahead and take Buffalo lunch.
Yeah, give me Buffalo too, or give me the Lions as well. Excuse me, not Buffalo.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. You see? Yeah, it happens. It's all good.
yeah, give me the Lions. Look, they're only a 2.5 point favorite at home, and I think that's kind of disrespectful to the Detroit Lions. I don't think you've been paying attention to what they've been doing on offense. Apparently, look, I don't know what this point spread is suggesting, but it is not as close. Even the public, 75% believe in the Lions. Like this is a runaway.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even gonna be close. And whoever thought it was gonna be obviously wasn't paying attention.
And this is another dog of the week potential in this next game. I think I might give away the way I'm leaning, but we have the Colts versus the Broncos.
And you say dog of the week, you think the Colts? Yeah, I got the Broncos. I hate to even say it, but they're not gonna beat the Broncos, bro. I don't think so. The Broncos. and this will be the only time I ever say it. They've already surpassed as many wins as I thought they would get on the season. And I think even
Mhm.
as many wins Mr. KC thought they was getting. So
More than they, yeah,
yeah,
you got me
so
beat already.
right, so I'm gonna give them the AFC West edge just because they have been beating some teams, and I don't think the Colts are ready to play somebody like Denver. Like the Colts are all over the place. It seems like Denver is finally found at least a tiny bit of foundation.
I mean, there's a lot of truths there. There is a bit behind that statement, but for me, this is the last sliver of hope for the Colts to make the playoffs. I know it's a silly suggestion putting those two words together, but
Oh,
if you wanted it to happen, this is it's you're eliminated. You hang it up if you don't. You're done. So give Indy's gonna step it up a mile high and fulfill my hopes and dreams.
I think they're gonna lose and they're gonna try to be in the Travis Hunter draft race.
Yeah, I might need to avoid betting that one.
Yeah, because I think Bo Nix is probably gonna go crazy on these Colts, man, for some reason.
Ooh, ooh, Sunday night football.
Uh,
Sunday night football. We got a bet. I like when we get a good Sunday night football game.
for sure.
Packers Seahawks in Seattle.
My preview of the NFC Championship game right here on the schedule. Uh, Good night. The Packers need to get a win because they lost the game to the Lions that they needed. And the Seahawks have been kind of rolling a little bit. So it should be a great game. Oh, God. Mr. Casey, you got to go first. I'm completely torn in half. I don't know.
And I understand why you're torn in half. The Seahawks are 3-point dogs at home. Only 19% of the public believes in these Seattle Seahawks. And the Seahawks are going to pull off the upset. One way or the other, Packers make the playoffs as a wild card spot. They already don't have the North. They got a wild card spot locked up. The Seahawks take another step in locking up the NFC West in a
Man,
surprise move, and they move to 9-5.
you're right, man. I'm going with the Hawks, man. I got to do it because you exactly the way you said it. And it can still shake out to where the seasons can match up to where they can end up in that conference game. I'm going with Seattle. I'm going with Geno, even though I hate to do it. In all reality, I'm not going to be mad at whoever wins this game. But
Yeah,
Seattle do need that win more. They got to solidify their spot getting into these offs because the NFC is starting to get a little bit thick. So we got to make sure that they can tighten it up and get in.
and let me get your opinion on it because I like to focus on the quarterback matchup in a quarterback-driven league. So Jordan Love versus Geno Smith. This is one of those weird situations where I think Geno Smith is the better quarterback, but he's going to lose to Geno Smith.
You mean you think Jordan Love's the better quarterback?
Yeah, I
You
think
said
Jordan
Geno
Love's the better.
twice. You said
Yeah.
Geno twice. I got you. Okay.
Did I mess that up?
Yeah, you said
My
Geno
bad.
twice, but it's all good. And I'm in semi agreement with you. I kind of think that Jordan Love and Geno Smith are almost on the same level as far as quarterback, just because it's so young in Jordan Love's career and how he's looking already, and we so far in Geno's career where he actually had a shake to to be play quarter undoubtedly being the quarterback. And most of the year he led the league in passing yards and stuff, and he's still up there, honestly. So you look at both of them, and in this situation, you would give the edge to Jordan Love just because of the highlight reel almost, and the better. I think the Packers are a little bit better as a team as a whole than Seattle, but Seattle's always got that Geno Smith, like, I'm not gonna call you back, grit dog kind of attitude. Like, if you're gonna beat us, you really gotta beat us. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going with the Hawks. You know, them is my dogs for life. Not for life, but for Geno, my dog.
Let's get into some Monday Night Football. We got two games on Monday Night Football, and I think we got two locks. You can parlay your Monday Night Football picks.
Okay, okay.
Bears versus Vikings is your first
Oh,
game.
Vikings easy. Like, that's not even a conversation. Caleb Williams is the bust that I thought he was. The Bears are the Bears who I thought they would be. And as tradition, like I've been saying, Justin Fields still has more wins starting than the Bears do have their whole season. So
Mm,
sit on that, continue to eat on that, continue to think
mm.
about it, and continue to understand that as long as the leadership and the ownership is on that page, you're never going to win anything out of Chicago. You ain't got all these dudes, re-signed dudes to big contracts, and you got a quarterback who they was hating since the preseason, since training camp. We all seen the Twitter footage. Remember we talked about it, how what Keenan Allen was saying about this dude in training camp. So it ain't no secret. This is fruition.
Yeah, it's sad to see. It's sad to see the swing and miss. You turn it into the Cleveland Browns, and you don't even know it. You don't
Man,
even know it.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right, we got another lock for you. You know how we like these locks.
Gotta have them.
Falcons versus Raiders.
And this is a get right game for Atlanta, especially for that competitive, now competitive NFC South coveted position, even playoff position, maybe. So this win has got to get you back on track. If not, you can kiss it all goodbye.
Yeah,
And as
I
far as the
mean,
Raiders go, they've already they know they're done. So this should be a tight game.
the Raiders are playing for draft pick. They want like all accounts say they want Shadir Sanders bad, and as bad as you want him,
Oh, looks like we lost Mr. KC for a second, but he was saying as bad as they want Shador Sanders out there in Las Vegas, it ain't gonna really make no difference because if you watch the show and watch us talk about college sports, the amount of times when we do, I'm not a big believer in Shador Sanders, honestly. A lot of people like to talk about his accuracy, like to talk about all that, but he takes too long to make decisions in my book, and so he makes some more mistakes than he do quality plays, in my opinion. Uh, he don't. Anyway, it's a big learning curve. Besides your daddy just being the coach, that I think he's missing. But it don't matter just because of what his name's going to be. It's just like Brownie going to the NFL. Almost, you know what I mean, or going to the NBA just because who your daddy is, and we'll see what happens. But I'm not a big fan of Shador, and we'll see. You see, they couldn't get it done even on this college level. They in the Bourbon Bowl or whatever bowl they in. It don't even matter.
yeah, I heard he was a little upset he wasn't even in the Heisman consideration.
No, why would it? He ain't even done enough. My boy Janty, and you know what's so crazy? When we bought NCAA and I was playing, I went to go coach Boise State. And I knew then that Gentry was gonna win the Heisman because, bro, he's unstoppable on the game. I said, bro, this dude he's a hog, bro. He was averaging in my season in the Wells run out, he was averaging 12 yards a carry. But I think his average by the time the season was over was around like 7 or 8, somewhere in that window. Like, bro, that's almost a first down every rip. Stop playing.
Yeah. It'll be an interesting. That's what the Raiders have to look for. They're talking draft. The season's never ended, and they always talking the draft.
Man, and we need to go ahead and get Genty with the 32 overall pick after we win the bowl again. We need to go ahead and we draft him with the last pick in the first round. Everybody else skip over him because they need other pieces. We go ahead and get him, and we be all right. We have our next Jamal.
Be nice.
Oh man, it'd be more than that. Pat would love it.
Dreams, dreams, dreams.
Man. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. A wrap on that season. I said on that season, on that week here. Uh, Dude, just a lot thinking going forward here. Just some sidebar. You see how they doing the champions. If you are an NFL watcher and checking out the schedules, how they gave Kansas City almost 3 games in a whole week total. But we'll be going over that as it comes here and everything like that. But I guess you got to have the champs on TV to make some money if you the NFLE. So we're gonna see, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it works out on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's going to determine everything. I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL told me, "Yeah, now we're streaming exclusive on Netflix." Like I said, when I told people that the NFL is because it's starting to be like WWE and other stuff, they was, "Oh, you're crazy." Starting to see more and more wrestlers at NFL shit shows and shit. You starting to see them at the college games and stuff. Like I said, they really taking over. Ever since they took over UFC, they're gonna take over everything, man. It's a wrap.
Right.
Unless you want to watch XFL, might as well go ahead and get in tune.
Yeah.
Real talk. Uh, just other quick news here. They say Hollywood Brown should be coming back soon for us. So I guess we're going to see how that pans out if he's ready to go. And if we can really get this offense rolling. Still missing Rasheed Rice beyond the shadow of a doubt. But we'll see what happens going forward, man. But if we would have had Rasheed this whole season, we would be undefeated, I would think. Even though we only lost 1 game. But I think we would still be undefeated, dude. He was just a game changer. He was catching the ball when we needed to. He had the yards after the carry that we love. So big shout out to Rasheed Rice. Hopefully healthy return
Yeah.
sooner than later. The same thing for you too, Hollywood, because we need to see what you got in general.
Yeah, I'm excited for Hollywood to come back. I did a video on him today. Dropped a video.
And let's just make sure you check that out. That way we can see exactly what's going on with him and see what the timetable is as far as how he can affect the game for us vertically, especially being a speedster. And we'll get more into it, of course, as the season progresses. But that's your week 15 NFL picks.
Yes,
You Booker
sir.
T. Y'all think this is John Cena, but it's really Booker T. Yeah. Talk about something you really can't see. Yeah. But Mr. Casey, you got anything else for the folks?
That's it, folks. Make sure y'all stay safe this holidays.
For sure. And we'll get with you soon as schedule allows. We'll let you know. As always, like, subscribe. Make sure you put the notification on so you can see when we go on live, especially over this holiday season. Got to work out the schedules. We'll be travels, families, all that jazz. But most and foremost, stay safe, stay blessed. Boom, bam.